Today, I'm going to help you outline your modules and your lessons for your online course. I have some strategies, some unique ways to outline, to brain dump, to figure out what you want inside your course, how to do it. And first, we want to look at the transformation. So where are they now and where do you want them to be after the course? This is vital to figuring out how you want to outline your course, how you want to do your modules. And after you figure out your topic, this is the next step to go. So we have the first step and last video of figuring out your topic. Now we are going to outline it. So what is that journey that you want them to go on? You want to make sure that you have a clear definition of where they are now and then where you want them to be. Think about it as a bridge. So you're helping them go over the bridge to get to that destination. So maybe that destination is at the end of your course. You want them to be confident that they can walk into any job interview. Or maybe at the end of your course, you want them to no longer have anxiety and fear of their toddler choking as they're eating foods or their baby choking as they're learning how to eat. Or maybe at the end of your course, you want them to be able to have their baby sleep through the night or be able to put your baby down and not have to lay in bed with your toddler for 3 hours every single night. Or maybe at the end of your course, you want them to be able to walk into a gym and not have anxiety about people judging them and watching them. Or maybe at the end of your course, you want them to do XYZ. So figure out what that end destination is before you start outlining your course. Before you start creating anything, we want to figure out what that end destination is for them. If you're unaware what a module and lesson is inside of an online course. So a module is going to be the high level topics, and this is what's going to help to break up your course. So that way they can see, okay, these are the big ideas, the big topics, and then the lessons are going to be the smaller video lessons underneath each module. So you may have 5 modules and 3 lessons under each one. Or you may have some modules that have 5 lessons and other modules that have 10 lessons. And this is just going to depend on each module, each topic, depending on what's inside. I typically like the lessons to be a little bit succinct and really want them to be concise, right to the point, so that way there's not a lot of fluff, so that way they get the information. Now, a lot of times people will say, why would I buy a course? There's free information on the internet. So I like to tell people that yes, there's YouTube videos online. You may not want to pay, $500 for a course. You could just watch YouTube videos and figure out how to do it yourself. There's plenty of YouTube videos, but you may have to watch hours and hours and hours and hours of YouTube videos to get the same content. And a lot of the videos are going to be the same points repeated in multiple videos that you have to watch 10 hours to get 2 new nuggets of information. When you get a course, it's all of that information condensed right there for you. It's all broken up for you and it's all organized really well for you to bring you on that transformation. So it's going to save you a lot of time because it's all condensed down. So when you're creating your lessons, you want to think about that. You want to think about actionable items that you can put in your course, and you want to make sure you're removing the fluff, removing all the extra stuff. You can add some stories here and there, but you want to make sure that it is all condensed down and not just repeat and repeat in something that they can just find in a YouTube video. If you want to go even deeper into ThriveCart, I have a free course that walks you through ThriveCart, setting up ThriveCart, all the ins and outs of ThriveCart. It's a over-the-shoulder type of view where you can see exactly what I'm doing click by click. It goes to the ins and outs of setting up a course, launching a course, and like I said, it is completely free, so definitely check it out down below in the description. And I do want to say, if you don't have ThriveCart yet, I have a link for 50% off of ThriveCart lifetime access, which is amazing about ThriveCart. There's other course platforms where you have to pay monthly or annual, but with ThriveCart, it's lifetime access, and I have a link for 50% off. I do receive a small commission if you use my link, but like I said, you get the 50% off discount for using the link, and you help support me and my family, and so I can continue creating free videos like this for you and free courses like the one down below in the description. So check it out, check out the course, and check out ThriveCart if you have not already. There's 2 different strategies for creating your outline in your modules. The first one is the post-it note strategy. Now, this is actually a strategy that I learned from Pat Flynn. I've heard, rumor has it, that Pat Flynn wrote an entire book with post-it notes, and That's crazy. That's so cool. But what you're going to do with the post-it note strategy, you're just going to grab a pad of post-it notes, a blank wall, and a marker. And you are just going to brain dump. So any idea that comes to your head, you're just going to write it on the post-it note. No judgment, no anything. Once you write it down, you're going to stick it on the wall or stick it on your counter or stick it wherever you're doing. But just get the ideas out there. Set a timer for 15 or 20 minutes and just brain dump all the ideas you have. So let's say that I am creating a course on how to master a job interview. So I'm going to think of, okay, what are the things that people struggle with this? Or why would someone want to go on a job interview? What are the pain points? What are the lessons that I want to teach? What are the things that I want to teach in this? So I may do a lesson on positive self-talk. Okay. So it doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be anything. Positive self-talk, that is number one. Next, I may want to do questions to ask back to make you look good. So questions to ask them. Then I may want to do a lesson on, I could do a lesson on how to answer a question that you don't know the answer to, like one that stumps you. How to answer questions when you're stumped. So these are lessons that I have. So these are ideas. Now you would do this for 15, 20 minutes and you would put all your different lessons up there. Then what you can do from there is after you have these all laid out for you on a wall, then you can start to put them into categories. Then you can start to organize them and say, okay, this one, these topics all align over here. These are all about interview questions. Okay, these are all about preparation, things that you want to do before you go into an interview, of researching the company, researching the person you're interviewing. These are the things you want to do after the interview, of follow-up and different things like that. So then you're able to organize it and you're able to lay them out into the modules. Now, the next way that I like to organize my course and figure out all the modules and everything, now you can do this after you do the post-it strategy, or you can do it instead of doing the post-it strategy. So we have two different strategies here, and this is using a Trello board. So I love Trello. I'll have them linked for you, but Trello is a really great way to visually see everything and organize your thoughts, and they have a lot of really cool features. So I'm going to do this course here on mastering job interviews with confidence. That is my topic of my course. Now we have the ability to add a list. So this list is going to be the different modules. So what I like to do is do a brain dump. Then I'm going to add the different modules. So this is maybe prep before interview, handling questions, post interview. Okay, so I have these boards. Now you're going to have many more boards than this, but this is all I can come up with on the top of my head. Then what I like to do is just brain dump. So this is the same thing as post notes. So I'm going to add these cards. So I'm going to do the ones we did: positive self-talk. And then if you just hit enter, it's going to create a new card. So the next one is questions to ask, and then how to answer questions when you're stumped. Okay, so then what you can do is you can then take these cards and move them. So before the prep, so positive self-talk before, and then handling questions to ask. I'm going to put this over here. And then how to answer questions when you're stumped. That can go under questions to ask as well. Now you're going to have like 50 cards or 20 cards, and you don't have to necessarily create a lesson on every single one, but you just want to get all your ideas out. And then sometimes you may combine two ideas into one. Like you may want to put these two together in one lesson. Now, one thing that I love about Trello is you're able to click into a card and add notes. So if you want to add notes or an outline in here, or bullet points or links or resources, you can add it right in here, and that you can go back to. So how to handle when you don't know what to say and you don't want to sound awkward. So this is like an outline of this is what I mean by this. So then there's the description. Now, if I X out of this, then I can see that there's more information. This little, I don't know, lines here. This is going to tell me that there's comments within, there's a description within, and that there's more information inside. So I can go back here and see all this information, and I'll be able to be like, all right, this is what we're doing, and this is where I can come and start the outline for my course. Another way to come up with topics and know what to include in your course is to poll your audience. Ask your audience what they struggle with on that particular topic and say, hey, what are your pain points? What are your struggles? What do you want to see in this course? I love doing that, especially if you're going to do a pre-sale. You're able to say, hey, I'm working on the course. What do you want to see in it? Fill out this form, sign up for my pre-sale, or you can put a question box on Instagram and get ideas that way. And that way you're also putting in exactly what they want. So you know that this is going to be valuable to your audience. So definitely poll them. Definitely tap into your audience and figure out what it is. Another great thing you can do is look at Amazon reviews. So say there's books on the topics that you are looking at creating a course on. So go to those books, and I like to look at the 3-star reviews. The 3-star reviews are golden for figuring this out because those people, they like it, but they want more. And often 3-star reviews, they're going to say, hey, I liked X, Y, and Z, but I wish they talked about this. Those things that they wish they talked about, that's what you want to put in your course. So looking at Amazon reviews is going to be a great way to get additional content for your course. A common question that I get is how much free content do I give out and how much paid content do I give out? So if you're a content creator, if you're a YouTuber, a blogger, podcaster, how much of your course material do you give out? I like to do a 20% overlap. So 20% of the content within my course is also on YouTube, but 80% is all going to be new information. A good way to figure out what 20% to do is you want to have the what and the why be the free content, and then the how to do it as the paid content. So the step-by-step how they're going to do it is going to be paid, but the what you're doing, the why you're doing it, the pain points, the emotions, all the feeling stuff, that's going to be the free content. And then the how-to, the step-by-step, all that is the paid content. So 80% is paid for, 20% is overlapping with free content. Check out the description box for tons of resources and discount links for you. Now that you know how to outline and plan your course lessons, the next step is to price and sell your course. This next video is going to help you learn the psychology of pricing and help you to price and sell that course. So check out the video here.